Okay, we're on then. How are you, first of all?
Thank you, I'm very fine. Happy to be back in London, so it's almost sunny here. I enjoy it.
Almost.
Yes.
Well, you are Finnish, but you do live in Argentina.
I do,
so.
yes. In Buenos Aires, and most of the time it's very sunny there.
I bet it is.
Yes,
I wish I was there now.
I love it.
And you've been doing quite a lot of touring there at the moment with Mike with the Beauty and the Beat.
Yes.
How's that going?
Yeah, it's been amazing. This concert tour has been really wonderful because it's a concert tour where we play with different symphony orchestras, choirs, and different conductors, so that we only travel 4 of us. I mean, Mike, me, my husband, and our little daughter. It's easy in that sense to organize these concerts, but the concerts are crossover concerts. We play lots of classical music, and then again we jump in a second half to rock. And great challenge for all the parts involved, but it's been an amazing success. Every place, thousands and thousands of people, and a lot of new audience as well have come to see these shows, and it's been really wonderful. It still continues, this tour.
I saw you've been at the most shows, so I thought it was probably going really well. And you're traveling with your little daughter as well. How old is she now?
She's now 10 months. Yeah.
10 months.
10 months. She's really adorable little girl. I mean, she's been adapting into this situation of traveling very well. Actually, this is what she knows. I mean, we've been at home last time in March, and now we will be there in the end of July. And the locations have been changing, and environment has been changing, but she's perfect. I mean, very, very happy child, and having both of the parents with her, so she's not suffering in that.
How was it being a mother?
Amazing. It is an experience. I learn from her every day, and it's funny to see that all my peers, becoming a mother, have been an artist, first of all, mother and an artist. It is a difficult combination in that sense that I'm a performer. I love performing, and I would become very sick if I wouldn't be able to do what I love the most. And so having a child, I thought in the beginning that it might be very stressful and very hard, and so, but no, it hasn't been like that, because of my lovely husband is there, and of course we need to have a nanny on the rock tours for sure, and organize a bit our schedules that it's different than before, but not that stressful. But she's an amazing teacher, so I'm very happy mother.
Okay, and even in your music, My Winter Storm, if I had to give it a color, I would have given it black. And What Lies Beneath would have been a deep blue. But now we have colors in the dark. Does this reflect a change in your life, your attitude? It's a more color.
Yes, my life is filled with colors. Seriously, strong colors. Music has been taken to so many beautiful places, and places where I never even dreamt of going, and it's been so beautiful to be able to love your work. And so it's very colorful, and still the darkness in it I'm carrying along in me. I think it's coming from where I was born, where I grew, and it's still there. I love that kind of history in my music, and I am wearing black. I'm usually wearing black, but it's a color where I feel comfortable. It has all the colors,
Yes.
So it gives me power and energy, and maybe even helps me to disappear in certain situations that nobody pays attention to me on. Where I'm dressed in black, phew, I go. So yes, colors in the dark, it has everything to do with me.
Now, you've always been identified in a way with black, with dark colors. So Colors in the Dark is a bit of a daring title. Do you find the album itself is quite a daring one?
Yeah, it has a very, very deep depth now. I found a different depth in my music this time, and I arrived to a beautiful place with my music. I feel I've learned enormously in these last years, and from the people that I've worked with, from my experiences, also as a songwriter, things are good. And I really hope that my fans, my listeners also could feel that difference on this album. It is a different album in that sense that I've taken some really brave steps into unknown, but it hasn't been that unknown to me. It has been always there in me, but I just didn't know. So I'm coming out of the box, kind of in that way that I don't need to follow any rules when it comes to songwriting, for example.
And this coming out of the box, is it kind of liberating, or is it a bit unnerving, exposing?
Very liberating. It's very liberating. It's absolutely liberating in a way that I still need a little bit of that encouragement coming out of the people I'm working with. For example, there was a situation in a studio where we were recording guitars on the song Mystic Voyage, and my guitar player, having a real metal background, playing a Mystic Voyage, which is a song that is completely not a metal song at all. It is a song that has everything to do with about my journeys, but it's musically completely like a movie song, something very mystic. So he paused in the middle of this recording and he just said to me, "Oh, Tarja, this song is so beautiful." And I was like, really? Because I need that kind of
approval.
Approval. Still today as a writer. So, and it feels good.
I think we all do.
Yeah.
Now, let's talk a bit more about the album. The song the fans have been listening to already is Never Enough. Why did you choose this one to introduce the album to your fans?
The thing is that song we played already on my previous tours, and but I didn't have at the time. I didn't have time to produce the song as I kind of wished. I was in the middle of it. Was just an energetic song to play live, but the arrangements were not done as I wished. So then I took the song. I knew that I want to record the song properly for my next album, so I took the song and I completely produced it differently. So it is quite radically different, the song. Even the chords are completely different. So the fans were kind of, "Huh? What did you do with this song? Is this the same song anymore?" The lyrics are the same, but it has changed. It's very, as I said, energetic song. A good song to start up, to give something out from the new album. It is not a single, but it shows up a little bit where I'm going to.
And the single, the actual first single, is gonna be out pretty soon, in July.
Yes.
And it's called Victim of Ritual, but the titles. And there's gonna be a video as well for it.
Yes.
So do you want to tell us a bit more about this song in particular?
Victim of Ritual, I wanted to have that as an opening for the album, as a shocking opener. It has everything to do with me and my love towards music in general. It has a lot of classical music on it. I took a Ravel's Bolero in it. It took a long time to find that perfect piece for that song and to merge it into a rock song, in a format of a rock song. Very challenging song, and very nice story, very powerful story in it about victims of rituals. In general, many people of us will live with some rituals that we perhaps do not even realize that we are having those rituals in our lives. I wanted to just take that subject and put it into the song. And it is very theatrical song. I love that aspect of my music today. I want to dive deeper in that kind of direction in my future albums and songs as well. I love that.
What is your ritual? Let's say, do you have something before going on stage, when you come off, when you finish an album?
I have those, I always repeat the same things. I have to first warm up my voice. I do my breathing exercises. I do those almost daily, even when I am doing a promotional tour. In the mornings when I feel that I do not have enough energy, I do breathing exercises. It always wakes up my body and I feel more warm and ready for the day, and so I do those exercises and I warm up my voice and I do my makeup and hair, and it's part of the sort of ritual that it's part of my concentration for sure for the show to come.
What about when you finish an album? Like if you watch Misery, the movie, you used to have a cigarette at the end of every book. The writer, do you? Is there something?
No. Well, funny though, after this album was done, I was in Texas working with Tim Palmer in the mix, and I didn't really even realize that this was the last song we mixed. And it was funny though that I was talking with my husband, and Tim said, "Congratulations," and he jumped from the chair and he hugged me, and I'm like, "Oh, thanks." And then oh my God, that's it! we finished the album! Of course the mastering was still there to do, but I felt that, oh wow, I have so much more to do, you know. I have so much energy still there, and I have so many songs already written for the next album, so completely different the feeling than after my previous album, What Lies Beneath. I felt like I'm so empty, I cannot ever write a song again. Now, let's go! You know, funny, really different.
It looked like you had a lot of energy over the past couple of years, I would say, or even just the past year. You had Act 1 coming out, you had this tour with Mike, and now the album.
Lots of things, lots of projects.
And you had a baby.
Yeah, also that. So lots of things going on at the same time. But I'm so happy. I have started really to appreciate the fact that I can work with music that I love. It was always my first love, so it is a blessing.
You look very happy. Back to the single. I know there's going to be CD digipack version and the vinyl version that are going to both be in a limited edition. Do you feel that physical releases in themselves are becoming a bit of a collector's item?
Right, of course you are very right about that. It's very unfortunate that HMV is not existing, not even in a Heathrow airport anymore. You don't find albums anywhere. It's very hard to find. In some countries completely, the record stores completely disappeared. Countries like Norway, for example, there isn't any. So yeah, we are living different times. We are living this kind of in the music business, we are living hard times, and so we as artists, we have needed to find other ways to promote our music, and the social media is very important today. Facebook, Twitter, I'm also using the blog. I'm writing for my fans. It has that kind of other side of a coin as well, that how much of my privacy I can really reveal. I've been always very keen on keeping things private. So even the birth of my child, no one knew about it. It was unbelievable that I could keep it like that. I was not living 24/7 in a one room, but no one knew about it. So it was good to do it that way. Take the time with the family. But yeah, for me, it's still important to produce my albums as well as possible. I'm really old-fashioned when it comes to that. I care a lot. I also take a lot of time to work on the artwork on the album, I went to India for a photo shoot just to get the photos right. I really put a lot of passion and energy into an album. So it is unfortunate that maybe that is not seen as valuable anymore today in the world of music business, but things are changing. The love for music will never change anyway.
I guess it also depends a bit from the music. I mean, kind of music like yours, do you feel is better listened to on a vinyl, on a CD, or as a listener?
For me, I am in that generation that I got more involved with, starting with the vinyl, but then again the CD was so explosive when it came, it really was so important. So I'm a huge collector, I have a huge CD collection at home myself, so to get back to the vinyl is wonderful to see the artwork in a different way. You see all the pictures so clearly, and the art itself is really well presented in the vinyl, and it's so fashionable now to go back to the vinyls and listen to them. And so that's why I also want to have a vinyl for my album available for those that really enjoys listening vinyls today. But I think it's still a fracture of the people doing that. It's not the majority.
And you are going to bring this album on tour in the fall, so we're going to see you here in the UK as well.
For sure.
Europe.
Not this year yet, because I'm having first in October we start the touring from the Central Europe, and we have a little break since we have a little baby. So in that sense I'm very lucky to be able to really make the schedule so that I have the control. I can really choose things. So we tour 2 to 3 weeks, then we have a 2 to 3 weeks break. I have a Christmas concert tour in the end of the year again. Then in the beginning of next year we start again the rock tours, and then those tours will take until 2015. So UK, please, I really want to come down here and to make more concerts, not only in London but also in the interior of the country. It would be really lovely.
That would be really nice. What can we expect from this tour then? Are you preparing anything in particular?
I haven't had a production meeting yet, but this will contact me with all the rest of promoting the album, finishing the album, being on tour, classical tour.
Thoughts, any ideas?
Yes, I have a band. I have a band ready. It will consist of musicians that I've been working with. There will be Mike Oldfield on drums, Doug Wimbish on bass, Christian Kretschmann on keyboards, Max Lilja in cello, and Alex Schultz on guitars. It will be a power group, as I call them, power group. They are people that I've been working for many years, and it's really, really amazing when we get on tour and play music together. They are so talented. I'm very happy. So in that sense, I have to meet my crew and have some ideas for the production already, but I can't tell you too much about it yet, though, unfortunately.
Okay, I'm sure it's going to be a very good one anyway. Oh, and this year you also work with one of your heroes, in Mike Oldfield.
Yes.
How was that? I know that it's someone that you really influenced you. So.
Yes, and I love his works. I have his albums at home, and it was wonderful. You know how the world becomes very small sometimes. Things are happening when you least expect. But this time he started working with a very dear friend of mine, actually. He's a producer. He was producing his album, this that I participated. His name is Torsten Stenzel. He's a German producer living in the Caribbean, as well as Mike is. So they met each other, and Mike was looking for a female singer for one of his songs, and Torsten suggested me. And luckily he loved the idea. Mike loved the idea, and he gave me complete freedom to do whatever I felt in a song. When it comes to melodies, when it comes to lyrics, when it comes to feelings, emotions, whatever. And I recorded that song at home holding actually my baby in my hands, in my arms, and she was not sleeping. She's so quiet, if you can imagine, that she loves when mommy sings. Also, she loves music in general. So I did a lot of vocals. I had lots of fun with the track, and I sent them over to Mike and to Torsten. I said that, okay, use whatever you like. I'm very free, so I can't wait that you produce the song as you wish. They used everything. The song has more vocals than guitars. So I said again, when I got the final track, I sent again a message and I said, Mike, are you sure? I mean, it has less guitars than my vocals. And he said, yes, it's perfect. It's perfect. So it was fun. Lots of fun.
What's the proudest achievement of your career?
To be here in London today, to be talking to you, I've lived fully. All these years I've lived fully and I've experienced unbelievable things. And all those experiences have brought me here. It's been an amazing journey, seriously, and I can't separate one particular moment that would have been the best. I mean, they are so beautiful things. And all those things are now part of me, of course. Who I am as an artist, what I do, what I like. It's right now, the moment.
And the other big part of you at the moment, I'm sure, is your daughter. Is there on this album any song that is particularly inspired by her?
The songs were actually written before she was born. Maybe some lyrics were not there. She was already around, but in that sense, she hasn't been an inspiration on the last record. But of course, her appearance, her being it's been so incredible experience for me. So it has made me even happier than I am with my music, of course, to have my daughter around. And she's been around. She's been in the recording studios. First she was in my belly touring for 5 months. Then soon after I went in my last months of pregnancy to the studio to record the first tracks of the album with the musicians, and then the production continued a few months later when she was born. So she's been around always, and so I think what comes from that little girl one day, of course she's been very influenced by music because both her parents are working with music, but see, it's fascinating to see.
Your last studio album before this, if you can answer this, What Lies Beneath, was on Spine Farm. You've now changed. What happened with Spine Farm? That was just the end of a contract, or?
That as well as it was a part of Universal. That's my head offices were always in Germany. I was signed by Universal, so Spine Farm was they are part of Universal, and I was very happy to work with Dante, with the Spine Farm people here in the UK, but maybe I was not that happy in Germany. So I can say that to be an artist like I am and to be signed with Universal, that is a huge company having lots of artists and bands, the roster is so big that if you are not in a priority list, you kind of get forgotten. I was in the priority list in the beginning, and I also got a gold record in Germany, and we did really, really well. But then again, I don't know what happened with the second album, that they didn't care. So I was so happy to find a partner now that I feel that they do care. Also, they care about my classical background. They want to release my classical works, classical albums, and work on that aspect too, which makes me very happy. This is happening for the first time now, so there is a personal interest involved, which is nice.
It's nice when there's still something personal left in this industry.
Exactly.
It's really hard to find these days. Okay, so what else can we tell your fans about this album that is going to be out in September?
You will get surprised when you hear the album. For sure, I'm challenging you again. As I'm challenging myself, I love to challenge my listeners, but I believe that my listeners are already kind of expecting me to do something different. They've seen me growing, and I think they've been growing with me. So I hope you enjoy the album when you get into your hands. It is a complicated album in that sense that it is not easy listening, but hopefully it will get open one day.
Okay, I have a last question.
Sure.
Talking about colors, I don't know about you, but my favorite color sort of changed through my life depending on, I don't know, different phases of my life. I don't have a favorite color, it just changes. What's your favorite color right now, aside from dressing black? What's the color that sort of reflects your life at the moment? You would say?
Oh God, that is a tough one. I would say that it's purple, like more even violet, purple, going to that direction. I really feel very comfortable in that, and I think it has certain warmness in it, and also it's very strong as itself. Purple.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.